Welcome back to Market Pulse, where we take a deep dive into the financial world and break down what's moving the markets. I'm your host, and today we're navigating through a landscape marked by significant volatility. Joining me is our financial expert and regular guest. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure to discuss the latest trends and insights with you.
Let's jump right into it. The markets are experiencing quite a bit of turmoil lately, particularly within the tech sector. We're seeing fluctuations in stock prices and a lot of buzz around a potential interest rate cut by the Federal Reserve. What do you make of this situation?
Absolutely. The market volatility is palpable. As of last week, we saw the Nasdaq drop nearly 3% in just a couple of days, mainly driven by concerns over rising interest rates and inflation. Investors are really on edge. If the Fed decides to cut rates, it could be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it may provide some relief for tech stocks, but it also signals that the economy is not as robust as we hoped.
Right, and that investor sentiment is crucial. It seems like every time there's a hint of a rate change, the markets react in a big way. What do you think is driving this sentiment?
A lot of it has to do with the uncertainty surrounding inflation. We're still dealing with high prices for everyday goods, and the Fed's tightening policy has made investors wary. They're looking for any signs of relief. It's a delicate balance they're trying to maintain, and the market is responding accordingly.
It's a complex situation for sure. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about some major corporate moves. Amazon and Ford have recently made headlines with some strategic alliances and new offerings. What's the scoop there?
Yes, the partnership between Amazon and Ford is particularly interesting. Ford has announced a new initiative to integrate Amazon's Alexa into its vehicles, enhancing the user experience significantly. This move not only boosts Ford's technological edge, but also aligns with Amazon's push into the automotive space.
That sounds like a win-win. And what about Ford's new emissions targets? I hear they're planning to ramp up their electric vehicle production significantly.
Exactly. Ford has committed to producing over 2 million electric vehicles by 2026, which is a big step in reducing emissions. They're also exploring new financing options for these EVs, which could attract more buyers. It's a critical move for them, especially with the current climate focus.
And speaking of the climate, there's a lot of buzz about IPOs as well. Several companies are gearing up to go public. Who should we keep an eye on?
There are a couple of names that stand out. Companies in the tech and clean energy sectors are particularly hot right now. For instance, a few renewable energy startups have filed confidentially for IPOs, which could generate significant interest.
Sounds like the market is ripe for those types of investments. Now, as we look globally, there's increasing economic uncertainty that we need to address. Real estate issues in Hong Kong, energy debts, and political surprises, especially in Ecuador, are all contributing to a shaky landscape. What's your take on that?
Yes, it's a multifaceted issue. In Hong Kong, the real estate market is facing a significant downturn, with prices dropping nearly 15% year over year. This is putting pressure on the local economy, as property plays such a central role there.
And what about the energy debts? That seems like a growing concern across various markets.
Absolutely. Many countries are grappling with high energy prices and mounting debts from energy subsidies. It's becoming a real burden for governments. In Europe, for instance, energy costs have skyrocketed, and countries are struggling to balance their budgets due to these increased expenditures.
Then we have the political landscape. The recent election in Ecuador was unexpected, and it's causing ripples in investment sentiment across Latin America, right?
Definitely. The new administration's policies could significantly impact foreign investment and economic stability in the region. Investors are watching closely to see how these policies will unfold, and uncertainty usually breeds caution.
So all of this feeds into a larger narrative of global economic uncertainty, which is affecting markets worldwide. How should investors navigate this landscape?
Diversification is key. Investors should consider spreading their investments across different sectors and geographical areas. This way, they can mitigate risks associated with any one market or sector. Staying informed about global trends is also crucial.
Great advice. As we wrap up, what are the key takeaways for our listeners today?
First, keep an eye on the Fed and their interest rate decisions, as these can have immediate effects on market volatility. Second, watch for the latest corporate moves from companies like Amazon and Ford, as these can signal broader trends in the economy. Lastly, stay alert to global economic indicators, especially concerning real estate and energy, as these will impact investment strategies moving forward.
Fantastic insights. Thank you for joining us today and sharing your expertise. For our listeners, make sure to subscribe to Market Pulse for the latest updates and analyses on the financial markets. If you found this conversation helpful, share it with your friends and fellow investors. Until next time, stay informed and keep investing wisely.
Thank you. Looking forward to our next discussion.